Hey everyone, welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review, episode 119. I'm Paul J for the new people. Let's start reviewing the Bitcoin chart, higher time frame. We have some nice developments this week. Hey Cristian, hey Mercurio, hey Sebastian, Noure, and everyone. Hey Catalin. People, if you want to help us out to be a bit more visible on Twitter or YouTube, the best thing you can do is just to repost this tweet. Yeah, I think this is the best way you can help us out a little bit. If you want to hit the like, if you like the content, okay. If not, don't do it. It's totally up to you. But let's start with Bitcoin weekly chart. I hope we have image, we have sound, we have everything. Now, let's hide the list. Well, nice to see that we have an all-time high here. We had a really nice development this week. Not too many people are talking about all-time high. Not the media is not interested about this one, which is nice for us. I like it, but I see bearish divergence on RSI. You can see on weekly. It's potential here, but because we took the high, now it's bearish divergence, a potential one on RSI. Nothing on OBV, but let's see the weekly candle close. If the candle will close below, that will make a bearish divergence. Potential bearish divergence on MACD. That doesn't mean the market will go down. No, we can still have another round and even a big one. In the same time, people, look what happened last time here. Yeah, we had kind of similar scenario. So, okay, it's low probability, but it's there. Yeah, similar. So in 2021, we had the same scenario. We took the all-time high and people said, well, we'll go to the moon. And that was the moon, actually. And after that, we pushed down. I'm not saying that will happen, but we should consider. That's why in the chat, in the Twitter, in the premium, in VIP, I said, hedge your portfolio, hedge your spot portfolio here. Okay? So hedge your portfolios. We'll talk about on daily, we'll talk about levels, we'll talk about setups, we'll talk about hedging spot portfolios, but this is something you should keep in mind. Just my 2 cents. Now, if we include the time, if we include everything, well, you can see we're a bit too early here. Top should be here in this area. Yeah. But that's a different study. What we have similar to 2021, it's this one. And could happen? Well, it's crypto. Everything is possible. What? Was funny? I don't know. But remember when Elon Musk, Sebastian, remember when Elon Musk posted a meme or something with 69K? You remember? Was with a girl and a guy sitting in bed and looking at the chart with Bitcoin at 69 before the price was hitting 69K. That motherfucker actually told us the top, but nobody paid attention. Everyone was saying that Elon is a scammer. Well, maybe it is. I'm not saying he's not, but he put a hint there for us. Anyway. Going back here, looks similar. Let's see how this candle will close. For the moment on weekly, we have indecision candle. We have the highest close from the last week. Now we are just a bit above. An indecision candle here doesn't matter if it's red or green. It's still an indecision if we're close to this level. What will happen next? Well, I hope for a range, maybe testing 100K again. And then let's cancel this one. It's not valid anymore. And then maybe higher. But I should hedge my portfolio here? Seeing the double top, seeing the SFU, SFP, call it whatever you want. Here. Seeing the bearish divergence on RSI, on MACD, even its potential to form even on OBV if this indecision candle will close red, that will form potentially a bearish divergence. Potential. I'm not saying, well, look at the divergence. It's something there. You should pay attention. I'm still bullish. I'm still thinking higher. I'm still looking at the P cycle, and P cycle is telling me, well, you are stupid, Paul. We need a lot higher to get a signal. A lot higher. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Maybe we'll come back down and then we'll pump. I don't know. I'm not predicting the market here. I'm trying to find an advantage and I'm trying to make some money. That's why I'm here. Okay, now that's Bitcoin on weekly. Let's stay on weekly a little bit. We have Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum. We have, let me hide the ink. V bottom here. We push higher. If we'll get lucky, we'll retest this level, $2,000. That should be a good entry. Our strategy or my strategy, I don't know. If you take the same ideas, you have to assume the responsibility. My strategy to dollar cost average below $2,000 was really nice. I like it. If we'll retest as a support, look left, $2,000. You can see now it's a support, that level. If we'll retest that level, I'll add once more. Indicators, bearish divergence all the way. Look at Ethereum on weekly. Doesn't look as great as people think. So if you are dollar cost average, if you are investing, keep in mind the percentage you want to invest. Okay? Because here we have equal highs and look at the OBV. Confirmed DM bearish divergence all the way. Similar on RSI. You can see? Just my 2 cents. On one way, I want to buy $2,000. And on the other side, if I'm thinking, well, seeing the divergence, I don't want to invest too much in Ethereum. I want to buy, but not too much because I have that warning sign here on OBV. Also on RSI. Also on MACD. That's Ethereum. That's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance, it's in the short reload zone here. Indicators. Well, some potential here. You can see something. Bearish divergence here. I don't like to do too much TA too deep on Bitcoin dominance. I don't know if it's correct to do too much technical analysis and put indicators on everything. Maybe it is. I think it is, but it's just my 2 cents. Some people say, well, you are stupid because you are doing technical analysis on Bitcoin dominance. Maybe I am, who knows. But potential divergence here. OBV is strong, nothing to complain about. MACD is going sideways, nothing special here. But if you put the ink back, we are in the short reload zone here. This is a strong support and resistance, 60%. I still think we are fighting that level. We can go to 70, maybe. But if I'll draw, for example, a big short reload zone from this top, I think the top from 2020 on dominance is good enough, no? And if I put a short reload zone here, look at it. We are in the short reload zone from some time. So here I'm paying attention on a EM on 4-hour chart first, then a daily EM, and then maybe a weekly EM. That could tell me something. Okay? Okay. Now, that's what I wanted to see on weekly chart. Now I could go on daily to see the dominance. On daily you have a V top. We have a V bottom. We are in the short reload zone. I'm waiting for an EM here. I'll start with 4 hour, but preferably I want an EM on daily here. If I'll get a daily EM, that will be really nice. That will give me a signal that we'll have a altcoin season in the summer. Who knows? Okay, now let's take a look at Bitcoin on daily. I'll be honest, looks like a fake out. Look at it, textbook fake out. So we closed above, we try to stay above, a big candle back below, we closed back below the all-time high, and now we are breaking down. We can do a pump chaser zone, we can do a long reload zone even. It's possible, people. Look at the development. Straight up only market here. Up, sideways. Made some money, lost the money. Made some money, beginner lost the money. Made some money, they lost the money again. Why they are losing money in a small range? Go and ask them, because I don't understand. Actually, I do, but that's a different story. So, if you look on daily chart, it's kind of up only. Up, pause a little bit, not even one clear retracement. So, after a fake out from the all-time high, you think we can get a retracement? I think we can. I think we can. Let's start with the pump chaser zone. Let's see, maybe we get some confluence for pump chaser zone, no? And let's put a pump chaser zone. There you go. You see some confluence here? Well, maybe you don't see it. Maybe I have to do something like this. Extend to the left. You know, the traders will always tell you, look left. Well, look left. You think we have some support here? You think this is everything what is above 100k is fluff? I think it is. Maybe it's not. But maybe it is. You can see the POC. I took the chart only here, what is above 69. And look where the POC is. So retesting the POC is probable, it's possible in a market. I think it is, people. That's why here at the fake out, at the breakout, call it whatever you want. I don't care. I suggested everyone to hedge their portfolios. You should know how to do that. But if you don't know why you don't know how to hedge your portfolio, why you don't know what your portfolio value is, you don't know how to calculate I don't know, let's say 5% or 3% from your portfolio and calculate the position size here and say, well, if the market will break down, I have this position that will compensate the loss on altcoins, the spot I have. It's not so difficult. You can ask ChatGPT and will tell you. I'll stay in a weekly crypto review and explain you how to hedge? No, sorry. I learned on the hard way that I should help people that they want to be helped. And people that want to be helped, they'll put the time and effort. They just need the idea. What I should do? Well, go and search for that one or do that. They will not ask 100 questions. They will ask if something is really hard and they don't understand, but they'll put the time and effort. And they'll come 1 week later, 1 month later saying, thank you, I solved the problem. That's kind of the people you want to help. If you see someone bugging you day in, day out with questions, how I should do that, how I should calculate, actually that guy doesn't want to succeed. It's harsh what I'm saying, but at the same time, that's the reality. I'll give you the same example. Stefan, I didn't have to tell him 10 times what is a Wyckoff check distribution. I said, Stefan, you have to learn Wyckoff check distribution and Wyckoff check accumulation. Go and do your own diligence because that pattern will call you the top and bottom on multiple time frames. I didn't have to say it 1,000 times. Now, if I ask Stefan, he'll tell me even in his sleep what it's how a distribution pattern or Wyckoff distribution pattern looks. Yeah. So who hedged here at 109 in close to 110? Good for you. Make it risk free if you really want. If not, it's up to you. POC here, people, I could zoom out as much as I want. I want the price action above 69, yeah? Above the all-time high from, look at it. This is the POC. Okay? So a retest here is possible at any point in time. We can see Trump saying something really ugly. Dump here, W, and then up again. A 38.2 retracement, it's probable at any point on time, any time. Yeah, Sebastian, exactly. Looks like it. We can also be on higher time frame, Sebastian, weekly. We can be in a retracement in a long time frame uptrend. This is the retracement here. Yeah, from 110 to 75. If we'll calculate, it's exactly how much Bitcoin is retracing when it's running, when we have a bull market. Yeah, let's put the price range. If we'll take this high and this low, you can see 30% approximately. So in the same time, we are in a range, but also in an uptrend. And this was the retracement. But that doesn't mean we should chase here. Here we should hedge. If we'll hit the pump chaser zone and we'll make a W, then we can reload again. We can think long again. Close a little bit from the hedge. There are multiple ways how we can frame. Okay. Let's put the volume profile out. That was Bitcoin on daily. Ethereum on daily. Yeah? We are exactly like I said a couple of days ago, in the middle of no fucking nowhere. Below 3,000, above 2,000, exactly at 2,500. So trading here is difficult. Why? I have kind of 50% chances the market to do an AB equals CD. In the same time, I have 50% chances that will reject from 2,500 if you look left and go back in the long reload zone. So maybe just leave it alone. Focus on weekly chart. If we'll test $2,000 again, we'll buy more. I'm not saying it's impossible to trade here. I'm just saying that it's ugly. Probably. I don't know if he's gay because you saw that he will get married soon, seems like. But from the crypto perspective, yeah, it is. Okay, people. Now, we can look at Bitcoin dominance. We took a look at Bitcoin dominance. Let's see CME on daily. You know me, I love to see CME on daily. Bitcoin and also ES. On CME, the same. We closed a daily chart or daily candle above the old all-time high. We have a gap here. And if, let's say, this short reload zone is not valid anymore, okay? But let's do the same. Let's put a pump chaser zone. There you go. This double gap here, it's in confluence with the pump chaser zone. You think it's possible for us to retrace here? Everyone to call double top, well, it's over. Bye-bye. See you later. See you in 4 years. And the market will do a W and higher. Do a big AB equals CD. Possible? I'm not saying that will happen, people. I don't know what will happen. If I knew, I don't know, once or 2 times exactly for sure what will happen, I don't need more to have all the money I need. I just need 1 or 2 chances to make all the money I need. I'll bet on one and I'll make it, I don't know, 10x or 20x with the money and then do it again and it's enough. But we don't know what will happen. So, short reload zone, not valid anymore. Sorry, it's gone. We took the high. Now, pump chaser zone. And I showed you the pump chaser zone. I don't need to see it left. I think it's good enough here. Confluence with gap. Fake out. Now, keep in mind, we closed so many candles above 100K. If we'll trade below 100K, now we can call it a fake out below 100K. That could be a fake out to trick people to open a lot of short position. They didn't hedge here at 110, but they will short if the market will close above 100K. And they should be punished. No? Sebastian, what do you think? The late shorters, if will be a fake out below 100K, they should get punished? I think they do. So that's my view on CME. Yes, we talked about. Yeah, we talked about this blue area. We said that it's enough. We said that we'll bounce. Don't be bearish here. We bounced. We did an AB equals CD. We managed to get in the short reload zone. You can see we are rejecting. We are trying to close the gap from last week. We have a gap below. Normal price action, I don't know. It doesn't get better than that, people. If people are getting bearish at the bottom and bullish here in short reload zone is not our problem. We in Crypto Traders Arena, we pretend at least that we are traders. So we don't have any excuse not to buy here and not to hedge short here, or at least to stay the fuck out until we'll see a new all-time high. But here at $5,000, we didn't have any excuse not to buy tons of stocks. Yeah, we didn't have any excuse. I have one excuse. I'm not doing anything besides crypto. I'm focusing only on crypto. But besides that, I don't know. If you are bearish here, then ask yourself why you call yourself a trader or an investor. After a 20% retracement, you are bearish. Because someone, an influencer, told you that we have a recession and we'll go to 1,000. Then you deserve your fate. And if you're telling me that, I don't know if I'll accept you in Capo 1. Because it's a lot of work to do with you to teach you what you should know. Yeah. Okay. Here, short reload zone 78.6, nice area to hedge, to short. We don't have an M on daily. We have just a V top. V bottom, V top. Ugly. Looks like expanding volatility here. Kind of megaphone on higher time frame, which is really ugly. But in the same time, people, in this ugly volatility, we have some order. We have this uptrend channel. Look at it. AB equals CD on the dot. Retracement 20% in the pump chaser zone on the dot. Yeah, exactly. Look at 50% retracement. Bottom of the channel. So actually, the TA works. So actually, the levels are well respected. But you have to be the trader to zoom out to know what to look for. Because look at it. Textbook price action here. Textbook. Last time, pump chaser zone on the dot and pumped. This time, sorry, I have to put this back. This time, pump chaser zone on the dot, bottom of the channel and pump. What happened last time? We pumped in the short reload zone, we retraced a little bit, and then we pumped again. You think it's similar? We'll retrace here to touch this inverse head and shoulder neckline and then slowly pushing higher? Looks most probable for me. TA working? No, TA is not working. Imagine holding alts. Well, I'm holding alts, David. I hold a lot of alts. But in the same time, David, let me tell you something. You saw two of my plans. You saw the last chance challenge and you saw the road to financial freedom. I don't have a timeline when I need to sell the coins. I said I'll sell at the P-cycle top. No, I didn't said I'll sell at the P-cycle top until, it will happen until 2025. If not, I'll sell everything. No. So, I'm still respecting the plan. Okay. Really nice development. Study this chart. Zoom out until 2020, April, March 2020. Should tell you something why we started here. This was a fucking reset, people. So that's why I started my channel from here. You remember what happened exactly there? 20. Anyway, you get the idea why I choose to take this slow. So please don't tell me that TA is shit, TA is not working. I saw even good traders. Well, TA is not worth the time and effort. Yeah, really? Well, let's do some proper TA, not overcomplicating things, doing GAN charts and squaring, and no, simple. Channel AB equals CD, long reload zone, pump chaser zone, 50% retracement. Look at it, 50% retracement, good enough, and 50% of the time. GAN 50-50 here. This was faster, so maybe we need to range a little bit more. But I think I'm talking with Sebastian and another couple of people here. The rest of you, they are looking. You love the ICT concepts. I'm not saying they are not working. But for higher time frame, I think my way it's a bit better. Okay, more than enough about ES. Here, ugly to trade because we have a V top here. We can form an M or we can go sideways. I don't like to, even if I'll trade this one. I'm thinking we'll close the gap, then we'll push back in the short reload zone here, 5,900, and then if we am out, we can go and close the other gap. And after that, we can consolidate and push higher. We'll see. Ethereum versus Bitcoin on daily. Don't laugh about my pattern here, my inverse head and shoulder. Please don't, because it's a inverse head and shoulder, nothing else. Okay? So I don't want to see funny jokes about it. It's looking funny indeed, but that's how I draw it in there. Okay, head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder. I said we discussed time and time again about the neckline and how probable, possible it is for the Ethereum to outperform. We discussed it. It's too late. It's done. You can see straight up, as usual on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. It's not the first time happening. Now, similar like I said on Ethereum, because it's in the between levels, similar I could see here. I could see an AB equals CD pushing all the way up here to 003, which if you'll zoom out, you'll see why it's important. Look, left, yeah, 003, it's important. It's support and resistance. I don't have the level because I'll have too many lines on my chart. So I could see AB equals CD, but at the same time, I could see market dumping in the long reload zone, retesting the neckline, forming a weekly Ethereum Bitcoin W. So if the market will retrace here and will make a daily W, or let's stay weekly, dump here and then pump, well, this is the neckline of a big W. Weekly W, exactly like we talked about months ago. We need a weekly W in Ethereum versus Bitcoin to call a bottom. Well, we have half of that. So, what I think will happen. I'll be honest, I think we'll retrace in the long reload zone. But it's kind of 50-50 here. If you'll tell me to put my money on, I'll say pass. I don't want to do it. Sorry. It's not, I don't have an edge here, an advantage here. It's exactly in the middle. Ugly. Okay. That's my 2 cents about Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We can talk about gold a little bit. I know it's crypto traders arena, but why not? Really nice development on gold. What do you think? People are bearish here or are bullish on gold here? We touched 61.8 short reload zone. Look at this trend line. This could form a downtrend channel. I think people are becoming bullish here, which is too bad. Here, we confirm DCM. I still think DCM is valid until we'll accept and we'll make a new all-time high. That EM is valid. That's the start of a downtrend. High, low, lower high, lower low. That's clear. We have a start of a downtrend. And now we are creating, for the moment, a lower high. Okay? So, yeah. Bullish as fact? Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. But You'll not convince me, Sebastian. I know you're joking, but I will never convince me to buy gold here. It's impossible. Just look at the chart. This screams stay the fuck out or short if you need to. Just look at the chart. Could do higher levels, yes, but technically that screams stay the fuck out. Selling my coins? Nah, no. I have more silver than gold, Sebastian. Physical coins. And I'm not selling them. They are not to make profit on them, Sebastian. The coins, they're not too many, but the coins are to when the shit will hit the fan. If sometime in the future will hit the fan, I'll need the coins. It's not to make money. I'm not making money on gold and silver. That's for sure. If I'll trade it, yeah, then I pretend to make money. I want to make money. I'll make a plan. But if I bought some coins, if let's say that shit will never hit the fan in my life, well, my kids maybe will need them. And I'll tell them not to sell them, not to. Same idea. What they'll do, it's their problem. But if the shit will hit the fan, in the first part, cash will be king. After the shit will hit the fan, then people will realize cash is actually shit. It's not worth the paper. And then we'll go to metals. We'll go to silver. We'll go to gold. And if the shit will stay long enough, they'll realize that not even gold and silver, they have too much value. And then that's really ugly. No? Because if the problem will stay long enough, people will realize, well, I cannot eat gold, I cannot eat silver, this thing will stay for longer. Actually, one egg is more valuable than a gold coin. Exactly. But let's hope that will not reach that level. We had some bad, some warnings on Spain, Portugal, and part of France. People should realize how easy it is to go back in 200 years ago. You just need 1 week of no electricity. It's that easy. The problem will be even worse than 2000 years ago because people then, they knew what to do. Now, if you put a guy in the forest for one night, the guys, the guys with beard and muscles and, impressing chicks. Yeah? If you put him in the middle of the forest for one fucking night, you'll find him in the morning with wet pants, let's call it that way. Let's not say, yeah? That's the reality around us. They don't know to survive. So, yeah, we need the gold coins. We need the knowledge. We need. But I'm not making money on gold. I'm not selling the coins. I'm not selling the silver. But just me. You can do whatever you want. Okay. I ranted a little bit about gold and shit hitting the fan, which is not about crypto review. Okay, guys. Now, let's go on total market cap. Short reload zone. Below all-time high. Structure is still bullish. Still strong here. I don't like the OBV, though. I don't like the RSI. I don't like the MACD. So again, that makes me think warning. Maybe a double top for some time. Just for the summer. We don't need more than that. Imagine. Sell in May and walk away. This was the pump from May. People, if the market will close below 100K and will go lower, people will say, well, I told you so. Crypto is a scam. And then nobody left to sell. You know the drill. Sailor Moon still buying. Country buying Bitcoin. At some point in time, they'll sell. Some people will say, enough, it's enough. Let's buy some shitcoins. What I'm waiting? I'm waiting 2025 to be the top year. That's what I'm waiting. Maybe end of 2025, beginning of 2026. but I'm waiting to see. That's my view. You saw in the post here. That's my view. Huh? What's next for 2022? I'm waiting for the top in 2025. Top in Bitcoin, top in altcoins. We are far away from top in altcoins, but altcoins, they are pushing really hard once every 4 years, and then you know what I'll do, as usual. Okay, back here. Warning signs and all three indicators. We are in a short reload zone, but we don't have an EM yet. Total 3, we are even closer for an EM. No bearish divergence because we did make a new high. But it is what it is. So it's possible to have sell in May and walk away? Yeah. I'll sell my spot? No. I just hedge short on Bitcoin. So I hedge just to be able to keep my spot bags. That's the overview, people. It took me 36 minutes to do an overview and to rant. I don't know if you will find any value in what I said. I hope so. If you want to join us in Capua 1 to learn how to trade like us, okay? I'm not shilling people. I have 20 places, and usually we get more than 10 or 15 people without me promoting too much. Yeah? We put a cap just to be able to help everyone. So 20 places, free. I think we have close to 10 because the rest they are booked already. And you can go on the site and you can see what we offer for the Capua 1. It's the best way I could find to teach someone how to trade. Yeah, I could do it like I did it with Stefan, but never again. That's a promise. Never again. Too much work. Or I could teach people to trade like me in Capua 1. I didn't reinvent the wheel. Don't think I invented some concepts. No. I put together a really nice program, but I learned from Brian Beamish. I learned from Crypto Sniper. I learned from everyone. Yeah, I put everything together. I included a practical part where we are reviewing for 1 full month. We do a challenge and we review all the trades. And I think who wants to learn, this is the best way to learn how to trade. It's fucking cheap. Yeah, it's not. I'll take the money. I don't need the money, but I'll take the money. It's cheap in my opinion for 4 months to pay 1,100, maybe even less. I think it's almost free. But you need to be consistent. You need to really want to succeed to be able to become a swing trader. I have bad experience. Why? Some people paid. They said, well, I promise you, Paul, I'll be there and I'll learn. And they never show up. Or they'll come from time to time asking a question and that's it. Nothing I can do. No, Richard, no, it's not the same. It's not the same approach. Yeah, we have Capua 1 and Capua 2. Capua 1 will make you a swing trader. Okay, and you need to be a swing trader to do Capua 2 to become a successful day trader. But different approach, not entirely, but different approach. It's not the same program. I cannot compare it with because we have practical part, we have a lot of different things to do. We start, for example, I'll give you, I know you did TRI, I don't know, level 1 or level 2. I don't know exactly. Maybe all 3 of them. For example, we start Capua 1. We start with the perfect business and the master plan. And then straight to risk. These 3 parts are really important. You cannot go on the technical part. You cannot do anything else without mastering these parts. Now, you have to understand that trading is a business. You have to have a master plan on how to do that for 5-10 years. And if you'll do the program, you'll understand that you need to have a master plan for all the aspects of your life, because you cannot be a really good and consistent trader if you have problems at your work or in your family. You need to to do a lot of things. Risk, it's really important because risk is part of life. And then we are going in the lessons. And then we are having the practical part, where doesn't matter how many trades you are posting, I'll review all of them in a live stream which is recorded. You can watch it later. All the program, all the documents, all the videos are on Google Drive, so you have unlimited access. You don't need to pay anything else, and you'll have access even 4 or 5 years from now. Okay, so you tell me if it's similar. Okay. Okay, people. Now let's go back on the shitcoins now. Shitcoins on daily chart, shitcoins on weekly chart. Let's start with weekly a little bit. People, what do you think is happening now? I'll hit the ink, I'll hit the drawings. What is happening now on shitcoins? Just look at them. They're forming a bottom. Well, no, they'll go to zero. Really? For example, Anna has a weekly W and now is retesting. TRIers, all the people who know how to trade, it's normal for a price to form a weekly W and then to retest the neckline. It's a classic price action. It's exactly what we have now. People are saying, well, we'll never pump. Really? They are just consolidating. They are just making the W, breakout, and retest. I'll show you an example. Huh? This time is different. No, you don't know, Paul. This time is different. Really? Well, how much time took this motherfucker to pump like crazy? How do you think people felt here when we do this big weekly W? How do you think they feel here at the retest of that weekly W? Here. You think they are bullish or bearish? What do you think they said? Well, we'll never pump. Bitcoin is everything. What happened next? Look at it. I could guarantee that will happen again? No. I could show you Ethereum. Same. What do you think people said about Ethereum when Ethereum was fucking around for almost 1 year here? Ethereum is shit. Vitalik is gay. Sorry, Bukur. Nothing personal. I know you are joking, but you get the idea. Oh, Ethereum is shit. No Ethereum. Ethereum is shit. Nothing to do. Weekly W, retest with a front run, and see you. You think we are close to that? I think we are. That's just my 2 cents about the market. And I took Cardano and I took Ethereum. I could take Ripple. Ripple didn't perform last cycle, so I don't think it's the best example. But let's take a look. Okay, the pump was not what we expected, but they have some problems. But you think people said that Ethereum is Ripple is shit here at this weekly W? Retest and breakout and then retest again? Not the best example, I told you, didn't pump us properly, but you get the idea. You think people said about shitcoins that not worth the time. Everyone was about Bitcoin is the chief. Bitcoin is everything. People, let's take Alt for example. It's forming the bottom. Could take another 6 months, yes. I'll sell one coin at just one coin? No. I'll add more if I'll have the chance. Comp. Similar last time, no? Was a new coin. So we don't have. We have this weekly W, breakout, retest, and to the moon. The longer the consolidation, the bigger the pump. Look at the OBV. OBV is telling you a story here, but it's not a story for tomorrow, people. It's not a story for next week. It's a story for the longer run. Look at this OBV. We are making lower lows, we are close to the bottom, and OBV is making higher highs. We are above zero and we are making higher highs. People, being an investor or buying spot is not about tomorrow. It's not about even 2 months from now. It's about 4-year cycle. If you are buying spot, if you are calling yourself an investor, a crypto guy, you have to know that for crypto, 4-year cycle is the boss. At least for now. If something will change, something will be different, we'll find out. But for the moment, 4-year cycle. And we are close to that end of the cycle. You don't have more money to buy and you have a lot of shitcoins. Put your hands under your ass and wait. Do something else. Forget about them. Just leave them there. Don't sell the fucking bottom. You think I'll buy peer below $1 again? I think I will. You think I'll buy REN here? Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll buy SSV? I think I will. Why not? Okay, on lower time frame, for example, if I'll put the daily chart and I'll put the ink back, we have some setups. Huh? We are trying to make some money on lower time, but these are setups, people. If we'll hit the stop loss, I'll get the fuck out. But I'll not sell my spot bags, my investments. I'll try to be more aggressive and buy more. If I don't have money, just leave it there. Exactly, Andre. That's my plan. I'm not a financial advisor. It's possible that all the altcoins to go to zero. Well, we're talking crypto. It's possible. When I made the plan, I assumed the risk. Now I just have to follow the plan. Simple as that. And I have a suspicion, I don't know how to call it, that soon enough, this year or beginning of the next year, Bukur will have to contact me to tell me about something about a RAM he wants to buy for me. No? I have a suspicion. Yeah? So people, it's up to you. It's your money, your plan. Look at REN. Look at how nice it is here. But people, when I'm talking about REN, that is nice, is not nice for tomorrow to pump and hit the target. Well, this could last until the exactly end of the year. September, October, November, December will pump here. But I'll take a 12 to 1? Yes, I will. I don't know how much money you have or that guy has, Stefan. For free, as I did it with you, never. Sorry, never again. And to be honest, people, Stefan is paying his debts slowly. Don't think, well, I did something for Stefan and Stefan is not paying back. Yes, consistent. He's doing his job here. And he's paying his program. What I taught him, slow and steady. He's a cheap ass. If you ask him for money, he'll cut his hand with the hand he give you the money. But if you know, slowly, he'll pay everything back, and that's normal. Win-win situations. Yeah. I don't want to do it again. It's a lot of work, and I don't know if this is the right moment. With you, Stefan, was something else. Was in the middle of the fucking bear market. A really good environment to break you and build you back and make you a successful trader. Now, in this environment, too much hype, too much meh, and honestly, I don't want to do it again. Too much work. Well, if you really want to find me, Andrei, I'll tell you where I am. Okay, SSV. You can see SSV. We talked about really nice development. Don't chase here. I said it last week. Don't chase here. If you missed the boat, draw a fucking long reload zone because it's classic. There's nothing special about it. Just draw it and wait in the long reload zone. There you go. Confluence here. Here was support. Here was resistance. Wait here. Maybe you have a chance to get that level. Just maybe. Okay? So people, all the shitcoins are looking kind of similar here, with some exceptions. Monero, which is damn strong. I said don't chase here. We touched 61.8 and that's it. Look at it. It's making higher highs. Normal. It didn't perform too well last cycle. Now, I saw a lot of bit of relaxing about kind of Monero coins. Nobody's talking about. Trump didn't put too much pressure. Well, we need to destroy these coins. No. So, Monero guys will do their thing. I suggest you to buy Monero at $400. Well, no. There are other coins you can buy. But overall, on a weekly chart, you can put weekly chart and I'll show you spot. Look at it. Everything is at the bottom. People, now they removed on Binance even the limit to buy at least $10 worth of it. They have even a lower level. There are exchanges that you can buy, I don't know, $2 worth of a shitcoin. So please don't come and tell me I don't have money. You don't have a plan. You don't have the courage. You don't have the consistency. But don't tell me you don't have the money. Yeah, I don't have the money to invest in shitcoins. Really? Come on. Let's say that you are so poor that you can afford only $10 every week. You can buy 5 shitcoins, $2 each every week. In a couple of months, you'll have something. And you have to start from somewhere. So please don't tell me you don't have money. Please don't tell me you don't have, I don't know what. Yeah, I forced Stefan to start with $100 as trader. Not that because he didn't afford to put more. Maybe he did. He had a salary. He was making more than $1,000 a month. So I think he can afford to put at least 100 or 200 every month. But I force him just to give him the idea, well, you can do it. You can start from as low as possible and you can succeed. So here on the investment part, please don't tell me, well, I don't have enough money. You don't have a plan. You don't want. You're not consistent. You are lazy motherfucker. You want to fuck around or to buy $2 worth of a shitcoin and buy a Lambo tomorrow. Well, impossible. Or almost impossible. But don't tell me it's not doable. It is. Look at them. Weekly. Some of them with weekly W's. Some of them making the weekly W's. And all of them are looking the same. Huh? It's possible that if Bitcoin will retrace more below 100K, will make on some altcoins new lows. Yes, it's possible. Even probable. But that's a selling opportunity or that's a buying opportunity? I should open some reserves. I should try to force myself to buy a little bit more. Dollar cost average on the last chance challenge. I think, yes. People, I talked about shitcoins. You know my opinion. You know opinion about the plan. Zero or hero. Even the worst case scenario, I'll have to wait another 4 years. Yeah, if this is the double top, this was the top, let's pack it up. See you in 4 years. Well, I'll keep the coins. And I'll sell half on a double to get risk free when I'll have the chance. Keep the rest until peace cycle will hit. I think that's the best approach. I suggest you to do the same now. Your money, your plan, your responsibility. I'm not a financial advisor. On lower time frame, people. Yeah? Remember, we talked about it. We said, well, a stupid trader like me told you, hedge here. Hedge. Try to hedge. We had all the reasons to think here. Oh, look at it. We talked about it. And I said, well, people, 1 hour is kind of ugly. I don't suggest to do it. Let's wait. I think the 4 hour is better. There you go. Look at it. We had bearish divergence on 4 hour chart. Yes, we did. We had the YAM on 4-hour charts? Yes, we did. Was safe to presume that is a fake out? Yes, it was. I told everyone on all the channels to hedge short here? Yes, I did. I could do more than that? Maybe yes, but I don't want to. As I told you at the beginning of the live stream, I want to help people that they want to be helped. Lazy, inconsistent, moon boys, sorry people, go somewhere else. Not that I don't want to help you as long as you are part of that, what I just said. If you are moon boy, I don't want to help you. Wake up. After you wake up, then I want to help you. If you'll decide to be consistent, if you'll decide to treat the market like a business, you are welcome on Crypto Traders Arena. You are welcome to ask me questions and I'll try to help you. As long as you are staying in that moon boy mentality, no, sorry. So Bitcoin here did a really nice thing. More than 2 to 1 now. If you took it as just a trade, you should be risk free. Maybe take some profit off. SFU, SFP, now it support this area here. Kind of a 50% retracement. We can push in the long reload zone until the end of the day or tomorrow. Yes, we can. And we should watch for a long idea here for tomorrow. I don't know what will happen this until tomorrow. So I want you to, even if weekly crypto review is not about trading, but people who are trading in the Asia session, you can look for a double here. For a short idea, if you want to short, you need to wait for a pump in the short reload zone. Maybe the market will give you another chance to hedge here. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. But if will happen, you should think about hunting a short idea here. Simple. Ethereum, it's exactly in the ugliest position, 2,500. Please tell me what I should do here. Kind of double top, a lower low here. Ugly. No, just leave it alone. Solana on 4-hour chart, we had a trade, AB equals CD, which outperformed really nicely. We are getting back down. Hope you made money on this one. Tao, we made money on this long, if you remember. We made 2.5. Stefan and other people saw this and said, well, fuck it, I'll short. I said, fuck it, I'll stay on the sidelines. I saw it, but I said, I don't want to short shitcoins. So, I missed this opportunity, but I knew what I was doing. Now, we are back in the long reload zone and I'm waiting for some Ws. Hopefully, we can hunt a W and maybe push back up. I'll need to go on 1 hour. Let's see if we have any signs. Well, not for the moment. Not for the moment, but you can see this is a potential higher low. So it's something there. No W, no trade. If you took this trade, actually I did a stupid thing here. I took some partial and the rest got stop loss hit. Round tripping back is ugly. Similar on TIA. Yeah. We took the trade here. We made some money. I closed more than 50%, but I didn't have a take profit final here. I was thinking maybe we'll push higher. So round trip the rest all the way down. Got stop loss hit. I took a trade here. You can see stop loss hit just a couple of hours ago. But it's still a good location, 2.4, 2.5 is still a good location to hunt Ws. So if you see Ws on 1 hour, maybe you can hunt a long idea. Okay? You know, TIA has some small unlocks, some daily unlocks. So, I don't know. Careful. We made money, so nothing to complain about. Yes, remember tomorrow, this is a long weekend, people. Trump posted something Friday. call it coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. I was a cop for 16 years. He posted something Friday, and we coincidentally we have a long weekend. Stock market or market is closed tomorrow, which means that tomorrow we can have some fuckeries. Nice fuckeries. Bitcoin on CME is closed. Now we'll probably close with we'll open with a gap lower if we'll close like this. We had a trade here which reached 2 to 1, and you can see we are back below the entry. If your stop loss got hit here at entry, wait for another W. Nothing you can do here. You don't have a trade here. You need a W. Okay? So that's my short list here. Shitcoins on Dex Screener. I'll start with this one. Yeah. Some of them, they are trying to go back in the long reload zone. Classic, wait for a double in the long reload zone and play them. Griffin is looking the same kind of idea. Huh? Breakout, let me zoom in. Breakout, retest. Now we have an M. If we'll push back down here, I'll be more than happy to reload. And I could go on multiple ones. I'll talk about Arena and then and Griffin, that's it. Arena is consolidating. Usually the best time to buy Arena to sell half on a double is to buy it at the end of the month when they are doing the airdrop. The price is slowing down, is going down in that period. You can load and they'll sell half on a double, get in a risk-free position, and then hold the rest. So some ideas for you. Orbit. It's in the long reload zone, we just need a double. Looking that this one is weaker than the rest, maybe 7.8.6, maybe lower, maybe even testing of the lows could be a good idea. Okay? There are more altcoins on Dex Screener that you can look, a lot of shitcoins there. It's up to you. But the idea is simple. Swing low, swing high, long reload zone, W, some bullish divergence maybe. Pretty simple. Now, I talked about shitcoins for 1 hour. I'll stay here for some potential requests on weekly or daily. And then I'll call it a live stream. So I'm waiting. I'll take 2 or 3 first on the chat, and then someone asked me about Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, we are back in the short reload zone. We slow down. Unfortunately, here we need to wait more. I'm waiting for this pattern. We had this pattern here, but we are attacking the high. I'm still thinking something like this. In the same time, could be a really aggressive AB equals CD. Yeah, it's possible. Not probable, but it's possible. Now, that's how it's called, hold coin. Well, on daily, let's see if we have for a weekly. I think we have for a weekly. A nice price action. Let's see. Well, I don't know what shit was here. Pumped and dumped. I don't see weekly W's. I need to zoom in. Let's see. No weekly W's. Should consolidate. Honestly, looks like shit. I'll be honest. Let's go on daily. Yeah, similar. Slowing down, not going down anymore. It's consolidating. Dollar cost average here, nothing more, nothing less. I don't suggest you to trade this one. But dollar cost average, or buy with little old lady, which means you'll buy here and put a sell half on a double order at the double of the price. Keep the rest. It's possible. I don't know why OBV is not working. What is saying about? Not volume. We don't see volume. Okay. So, it's consolidating here. Good area to invest if you believe in the project. Actually, looking at weekly, looks like shit. I don't know. Maybe you'll pump. It's crypto after all. So if you trust the project, if you know the fundamentals and you like them, I recommend either dollar cost average, establish an amount of money you want to invest, split it in a couple of buys, and that's it. Or you can buy with little old lady. Buy here, sell half on a double, keep the rest, reload if it's the case, and so on. Okay. What XRP will do? Well, XRP will go up or down, but definitely to the right. Hope that helps. If you ask me if I know where XRP will go, that's not the question I'll answer. What XRP will do? Well, we took the all-time high. We are consolidating here. We can do an AB equals CD. So it's exactly like I said, up. Yeah, we can do an AB equals CD, or down, back in the long reload zone. Yeah, but definitely to the right. I don't know what will do, depending what the rest of the crypto market will do. Yeah, so I think we can go up for an AB equals D. We can go down in the long reload zone, but what I should do? Well, for an AB equals D, I should wait for a trade. I don't see it for the moment on weekly. For a long reload zone, I need to wait to see if the market will go there, and then I'll hunt a daily W, which will make me reload. Maybe $1. If some bad news will come, $1 could be a good level to buy. If nothing will happen, well, like I told you, we'll go to the right. I'm not being ironic. I'm not making fun. That's the reality. I don't know what will do. Okay. Matt, Vanry, again. Matt and Vanry. You know Matt loves Vanry. Yeah. New lows, weekly W, an LJ here trying to form on weekly. Nice OBV, nice, acceptable RSI. Let's put daily now. Well, you have the daily W's, you have the daily inverse head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, breakout and neckline, investable, huntable for a setup if you want. But if you have a bag, just hold it. Looks like it's consolidating and will push higher at some point in time. Okay? So, yeah. We dumped. We are going sideways. We made a inverse head and shoulder here. Nice bullish divergence. That's why you can see what I want for my inverse head and shoulders. I want divergence between shoulder, the left shoulder and the head. And we have bullish divergence on OBV, bullish divergence on RSI, bullish divergence on MACD, which is really nice. The trader's trade was this one, but it's gone now. That's bye-bye. This one. Daily W, breakout and retest. On the dot. Look at it. That was the trade. And now you should be deep in profit. You missed that? Sorry, hunt another one. Rune, Azov. Okay, let's take a look at the Rune. AB equals CD in play. Let's hide the ink first and stay on weekly. Weekly, look at the location, look at the volume profile. We are at the POC, we're close to the POC. Investable. Nice to use dollar cost average or little old lady as of. I know you know what that means. Okay, that's weekly. Let's go on daily. On daily we had a consolidation, a range, breakout, retest, and looks like one's higher. I think we have in play AB equals CD, as we saw. Yeah, we have. Let's put a 4-hour chart. I think it's lower time frame and it should be more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we had A, B, C, D. You can see a bot setup even. You can see 1, 2, 3 lows, 25% entry. Unfortunately, if you took the bot, you're out because I think we touched 50%. That's why I don't trade the bots. I trade AB equals CD. Yeah, people know what's the difference. I learned the bot setup from Brian Beamish. I adapted to my style of trading, removing some rules and being more aggressive, changing the rules. So my AB equals D says if I have an AB move in an uptrend, I'll wait for a retracement below 33%. I'll take the W. Preferably the W should be below 33%, but you can take the W here if you really want. The lower the W, the better, because the better is the risk to reward. And you can see. Now, what you should do? Well, you should wait for the next setup, wait for the next W. This one could be an AB equals CD. But higher time frame, okay. I hope that helps us. Let's take a Litecoin and end with Litecoin. What do you say? Weekly. Litecoin. Binance. I think Binance is good enough. Okay? So, let's zoom out. You remember I talked about W's, breakout retests last time in 2020, 2021. Everyone was saying Litecoin is shit. Well, didn't do the best thing ever, but you still had a 8x here. Now it's doing the same, consolidating in a range. I was assuming that if we close above, we can trade an AB equals CD. Or an aggressive move to the short reload zone never happened. We are still consolidating on Litecoin. That's weekly chart. Looks nice on OBV. Nice, I like it. It's a nice range. But when we have a range, we play the range game. We are in the middle of the range. We had opportunities to buy the bottom. We even had one in April. This long reload zone is not valid anymore. So it's okay to dollar cost average on Litecoin below $100. Slowly, yeah. It's the best opportunity ever to buy Litecoin at 95? No. What you can do, you can take, well, this is the swing high, this is the swing low. Wait for a setup here. Or long reload zone W. Simple as that. You will know that the consolidation it's over, the range is over, when you'll see exactly this pattern sometime. I don't know when. Breakout above $130, retest, and then higher in the short reload zone. Potential for this one, it's potential. You can trade it, but don't expect Litecoin to give you 100x, not even 10 maybe, because it's big. Nobody is developing, nobody is promoting it. If someone will promote Litecoin properly, well, that could change a lot of things. I don't know who's holding a lot of Litecoin that nobody wants to touch it. There are some guys that they could move this one, but they have their reason not to touch it. Probably someone is holding a lot of it and they know that and they don't want to make someone else rich. That's my 2 cents. But yeah, technically looks buyable, investable. You can use dollar cost average. You can use little old lady. I think you can get at $200, no? So buy below 100, sell at 200, half, keep the rest. As some people say, well, it's an old shitcoin. You don't need to trade it. Up to you. I have some Litecoin, but I'm not buying more. I have enough. By the way, we spoke about Ripple. I have Ripple from the last fucking cycle because it didn't perform and I still hold the bags. So I'm a holder of Ripple at the moment. Hope that helps. If you want to join Crypto Traders Arena, you have the link of the site in the description. You have a link to Discord. If you want to join our Discord, if you join our Discord, please go and get verified. Otherwise, I'll kick you out. Behave nicely. Ask questions if you want. After you read the rules, you understand what we are doing. We are here to help. We have a lot of gladiators willing to help you. but you have to have the right mentality. If we'll see moon boy attitude, you'll get not the best answer. Let's say it that way. We are not a community just to be here. We are a strong community now. We know what we want from the market. We know why we are here. Honestly, I think we are one of the strongest communities here. Yeah. In the bear market, when everyone was dying and closing communities, we growed slowly. Now we have 1,500 members on Discord. Some moon boys between the consistent people, but some of them, they will learn that moon boy mentality is not working. They will become consistent and we'll help them. Okay? But the conclusion of the conclusion is nobody could help you if you don't want to help yourself. Yeah? And that's why we have that saying here in Crypto Traders Arena. Yeah? Treat market like a business. Well, treat it like a business and market will do the rest. Will treat you like a king. But if you are not doing that, don't expect good results. Just don't. Go on the 9 to 5 program. Forget about crypto. It's better that way. If you have anything else to say or to ask, feel free to do it in the next 2 minutes, because we'll close the live stream. And we'll hear again tomorrow morning with daily crypto plan. I'll try to, I'm saying every time, but I'm still doing it Sunday. I'll probably move the weekly crypto review on Monday morning. I want to have the weekend free. The summer is coming and I think it's even beneficial for us. Why? We have the weekly candle close, so we'll have more data to talk about. Now I'm doing the weekly review and tomorrow I have to look again and see how the weekly candle closed. And I think for a weekly crypto review, Monday it's a good day to see what happened last week. We can even pull some statistics, how many trades we took, how many wins, how many losses. Yeah. If you want to join VIP, you can join in the beginning of the month. We'll open the VIP registration for the people that are already in VIP tomorrow morning. That's the first day. But for the public, in the beginning of the month, for 5 days, we have a cap of 50 people in total. When we reach that, we'll close the registration. Okay? If you want to join Capo 1, DM me an answer to my questions, because otherwise, if you don't answer, if you have a moon boy attitude, you'll not get a place in Capo 1. Sorry. Okay? That being said, let's call it a live stream. Let's call it a weekend because it's almost over. See you tomorrow morning with fresh forces to start a new week. Okay, people. See you next time. Bye-bye.